Today I am going to summarize another book, this time by Joseph O'Connor and Ian McDermott, two experts in coaching, communication, and human behavior. The title of the book is The Art of Systems Thinking, and its core idea is both simple and transformative. Most problems in life are not isolated events, they are part of systems, and if you learn to see the system, you can change the outcome. This book challenges the way we normally think. We tend to look for quick fixes, blame individual factors, or react to what's happening right now. But systems thinking teaches you to step back, see patterns, understand connections, and recognize how different elements influence each other over time. In this video, I have prepared 5 key lessons from the book that can help you think more clearly, make better decisions, and understand complex situations in a deeper and more effective way. These lessons are practical, powerful, and rooted in real-world psychology and behavior. Let's get into it. Lesson number 1. Everything is connected. Most people think in straight lines, A causes B. But in reality, life works more like a web. Actions create reactions, which create further reactions, often looping back to the original cause. This is what we call a system. For example, imagine you are stressed because of school. You sleep less, which makes you tired. Because you're tired, your performance drops, which increases your stress even more. This is not a single problem, it's a loop. Systems thinking teaches you to look for these loops instead of isolated events. Once you see the connections, you stop reacting blindly and start understanding what's really going on. Another example could be friendships. If you feel ignored, you might withdraw. But your withdrawal can make the other person think you're not interested, so they also pull away. Again, a loop. The key idea here is that problems are rarely caused by just one thing. They are the result of interactions within a system. Tip number 1, when something goes wrong, don't ask what caused this. Ask what are the factors interacting here. Tip number 2, look for patterns, not just single events. Tip number 3, try to map out situations in your mind. What leads to what? Lesson number 2, feedback loops control your life. One of the most important concepts in the book is feedback loops. These are cycles where actions reinforce or balance themselves over time. There are 2 main types, reinforcing loops and balancing loops. Reinforcing loops amplify change. For example, the more confident you feel, the more you speak up. The more you speak up, the more positive feedback you get, which increases your confidence even more. Balancing loops, on the other hand, stabilize things. For example, if you feel too stressed, you might rest. Rest reduces stress, bringing you back to balance. Understanding these loops helps you predict outcomes. Instead of being surprised by results, you start to see them coming. Think about habits. Good habits often grow through reinforcing loops. Bad habits do the same. That's why small actions matter, they don't stay small. The book emphasizes that if you want to change your life, you need to understand the loops you are part of. Lesson number 3, the problem is often the solution. This idea might sound strange at first, but it's powerful. Sometimes, the solution you apply to a problem actually makes it worse over time. For example, if you procrastinate, you might try to push harder at the last moment. It works once, so you repeat it. But over time, this reinforces procrastination instead of solving it. Another example is avoiding difficult conversations. In the short term, avoidance reduces discomfort. But in the long term, it creates bigger problems. This is what the book calls unintended consequences. Quick fixes often ignore the system, and because of that, they create new issues. Systems thinking encourages you to think long-term. Not just, will this fix the problem now? But what will this create later? A powerful question to ask is my solution part of the problem? This shift alone can completely change how you approach challenges. Lesson number 4, change the system, not just yourself. Many self-improvement ideas focus only on changing your behavior. But systems thinking goes deeper. It asks you to look at the environment, the structure, and the relationships around you. For example, if you want to study better, it's not just about willpower. It's about your environment, your phone, your desk, your schedule, your habits. If your system supports distraction, it will be hard to focus. But if your system supports concentration, success becomes easier. The same applies to goals. If your daily routines don't align with your goals, progress will feel slow and frustrating. The book highlights that small structural changes can lead to big results. Instead of forcing yourself to change, redesign the system you are in. Tip number 1. Remove distractions instead of fighting them. Tip number 2. Build routines that support your goals. Tip number 3. Surround yourself with people who reinforce positive behaviors. Lesson number 5. Awareness creates control. The final lesson is about awareness. You cannot change what you do not see. Most people are inside systems without realizing it. They react, repeat patterns, and feel stuck. But once you become aware of the system, you gain the power to influence it. Awareness allows you to pause instead of react, to choose instead of follow, to step out of patterns instead of being controlled by them. For example, if you notice a negative loop, like stress leading to procrastination, you can interrupt it. You can choose a different action. This is where real change begins. The book also emphasizes that systems are not fixed. They are flexible. When you change one part, the whole system shifts. Even small changes can create big effects over time. To summarize, the main message of this book is clear and powerful. Life is not a series of random events. It is a system of interconnected patterns, and when you learn to see those patterns, you gain clarity, control, and influence. You don't need to react to everything that happens. You can understand it. You can anticipate it. And most importantly, you can change it. Start looking at your life differently. Notice the loops. Question your solutions. Adjust your environment. And increase your awareness. Because the truth is, success is not just about effort. It's about understanding the system you are operating in. And once you understand the system, you can start designing a better one. Thanks for watching.